Hello, welcome back to the Sharaba V Tarot channel. I'm your host. Before I begin, I want to shout out Lilo Vanity, a constant beacon of feminine strength. My readings are based on your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let us begin. I am a servant of the great work, not its master. If you find my reading helpful, I ask that you donate to nobabyblisters.org or ebresearchnetwork.org. All proceeds go towards pain medicine, bandages, and surgery for children suffering from extreme blistering. Hugs should not hurt. If you need further assistance, check the description box. Today, the reading will be focused on the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I will conclude this week's readings with Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Let us begin. I'm going to start with Capricorn. Last week, Capricorn, you had the Death card, the Fool card, and Temperance. So it looks like there was a situation that was evolving painstakingly. You were embarking on new endeavors based upon the Fool card, and you ended with Temperance. So this Temperance was a reminder to be gentle with yourself with so much transformation and fluctuation happening around you, Capricorn. You also had all three major arcana cards. You had the Death card noted by the number 13, the Fool card denoted by the number 0, and Temperance denoted by the number 14. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is a moment of completion. This might not be physical completion, but this Ten of Wands is restlessness. You've overexerted yourself. The challenge now is to relinquish control and find what makes you smile. Take your hands off the situation, Capricorn. What this means is you have been carrying a lot emotionally. You have been carrying a lot on yourself. You have been holding yourself a little bit beyond accountable. You might find yourself being accountable for others' actions, and that's when you know that you've gone too far. At the end of the day, even when you want to guide a situation, you have to realize that You only have so much control in any situation involving another person. You can only control yourself, and this restlessness comes from your need to feel as if you're in control when in actuality you are not. It is spirit guiding you. It is your ancestors guiding you. It is your nurture or who you are guiding yourself. And again, you have temperance. And this temperance is very balanced. Temperance is a card of balanced. It is denoted by not too much, not too little. The saying is everything in moderation. What this means is there should be nothing that you come across that you do too much. It shouldn't be too much action. It shouldn't be too much discussion. It shouldn't be too much of one ingredient can spoil the whole dish. So make sure that you are taking your time in what you add and subtract from yourself. Even when it comes to what you give to others, you do not be too giving to others because that only sets you up to be taken advantage of. If you give too little, then it leaves much to be desired in the connection that you are trying to foster or the connection that comes to mind. So make sure that you are checking the balance between you and this other individual. The Magician card. So last week you had the Fool card, which was you might have had one ingredient to get to where you are, but now you really have your eye on the prize. What this means is you are standing tall. You see how the posture of the magician is very straight leg, focus on the objective. The hat is in the other hand. It means that you are capable of reaching this goal that you have set with yourself, and you have a little bit more than optimism working in your favor. Next, we move to Capricorn, Taurus. We move to Taurus. So last time you had the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So there was a situation that you were being asked to release. You had the Nine of Pentacles, and the only holdup between where you are and this next milestone that you currently have your eyes set on is releasing this Nine of Swords and Three of Swords energy. So you might be headed to a new level in your life, but in order to reach a new level, there must be things left behind you. You can't take everyone with you. So Taurus, if you have a sun, moon, rising of Venus in Taurus, you had the Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Swords. And in order for this Nine of Pentacles to reach this completion, you had to release, and you really didn't want to, this Three of Swords energy. You were basically down. There's a situation that you were fully behind that is not reciprocal. That's why you were being asked to release the situation. The Hierophant. So it looks like you're still debating on what's best for you. You are still taking into account this other person, whoever comes to mind. You are still grasping that you don't want to be alone. You're really comfortable with the companionship, with the company of this person, But when you analyze the situation, Taurus, that is all this person is providing you. As far as feeding into you, as far as providing you comfort and not just company, because there's a difference between comfort and company. Right now, you just have company with this person, which is why Spirit is calling you to move forward, because you're finding your comfort just in that person being there. But when it really comes to feeding into you, bringing you joy, really taking you into account when like you're taking them into account, you hold them to a really, they hold you to a really high standard. And on the flip side, they do not put as much thought into this connection as you do, Taurus. That's why this Hierophant is a call to reflect. This Hierophant is a call to really evaluate the actions of this person, not how you feel about this person, not how you think about this person, but how you are actually being treated, how you are actually, the actions that this person is bringing to you, besides just their company, besides their whatever it is that crosses your mind when you think about this person. Stack that up against the amount of effort, of time, of things that you put into this person, and you will find that the balance is a little bit off, but you can't see it clearly until you step back and retreat into your own Hierophant. Strength card. The Strength card. So it looks like there's more for you. There's more for you, and the Strength card is denoted by the number 8. And as you can see down here, these are your manifestations move forward. There's so much better for you. See this big beast right here? This represents what you deserve. It represents what you deserve, and behind you is what needs to be released. And although in the short term there might be discomfort, once you're able to lift this boulder, you will realize that you will feel much lighter when you throw it across the room. Once you get rid of this boulder that you keep taking with you along your journey because you simply feel obligated to, you will find that you are much lighter due to what you release. Once you have the strength enough to let go, it will be returned to you in the form of joy. The Hermit card. The Hermit card represents a manifestation. So while you are in this situation, Taurus, you being an earth sign, there's something that you have your eye on ahead of you, but you keep looking around, and this, in most cases, this is a representation of something that you're holding on to. And as you can see, he has a very tight grip on this staff while focusing on the flame. But in this situation, the Hermit card is basically an advanced form of this Hierophant. The Hierophant and Hermit card are both calls to retreat. So it's really time to retreat, not into what the connection want, what this person wants out of you, but what you really want for yourself, Taurus. And it's hard for you to, when this person is around, they have this way of really pulling you in and ensnaring you. So you really need alone time to get a view of the situation. But there's something that you deserve ahead of you with that flame, and you are literally just holding on to what you feel is foundational, or what you feel is a person or a situation that you feel is foundational, when there is better ahead of you if you can release, Taurus. Next, we have the Virgo. So we have the mutable earth sign next. Last time, Virgo, you had the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and the Hierophant. So you also were being called to move into isolation around this time, Virgo. You had the Six of Swords, which was moving away from difficulties. You have recently got out of a difficult situation, or you are moving into a point of ease. And let's see what came of that Hierophant time. Even and for Virgo, sometimes it's a long time, but sometimes it's also a self act of service. So it's taking a little bit of time out of your schedule and doing something that you truly enjoy, such as a spa day, such as hiking, but it's a one-to-one activity that can also be a form of Hierophant that could be beneficial for Virgo. Temperance. Temperance. So you also have to focus on the balance of your situations, Virgo. As much as you want what you want, make sure that you aren't putting in too much action, too much thought, because really, being a Virgo is, I won't say effortless because it's not in your nature, but the way situations move around you is your steps are usually ordered. You do more harm than good when you put in too much action. If you have a sun, moon, rising, and Venus in Virgo, that is usually how it goes. The more you put towards it, the more it kind of repels. Typically, you attract by just being your natural self, Virgo. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Ooh. This is a very emotional Seven of Wands. His card represents stubbornness. This is a David and Goliath card. It seems you have come up to a giant. There's a situation you are ready to defend yourself or someone you care about. But the challenge is to find the best way to overcome this challenge. You're feeling overwhelmed. The challenge is to swallow your pride and reach out to loved ones. So you basically have an adversary. But in order for you to overcome this situation or adversary, it is not to, what they want you to do is stoop down to their level. They want you to engage in negative action that they are taking against you. They want you to take the same action that they're taking against you, against them. And the moment that you do, the moment that you stoop to their level, they are going to point the finger at you and say, ha, I told you this person was just like the rest of us. That's really what the other side wants you to do out the situation. So that's why you're holding this wand, this manifestation, because you, as badly as you want to react to this situation, I would strongly suggest that you realize that you are above this situation. So there is no need to stoop to their level. You already know who you are. There's no need to validate it, especially from someone who wants to bring out the negative in you. And the Two of Pentacles. Spirit is watching this situation very closely with you, Virgo. So this is a little bit of flexibility, adaptability. There's a way you can come out on top of this situation. And the first thing that you want to do, that feeling of get back that you want to satisfy, that is the pentacle that will bring you down. You really need to spread out and shift your focus to a different material. For example, if you work 2 jobs or have 2 children, I dare you to focus on the job or child that is more frustrating. Focus on the frustration instead of focusing on what typically makes you comfortable. The action that you would typically take, find a different route around this giant that was mentioned in the Seven of Wands. You will come out much, much better if you take the road less traveled here. Next, before I continue, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and I give a sincere thank you. If you find my readings helpful, I ask that you donate to nobabyblisters.org or ebresearchnetwork.org. All proceeds go towards pain medicine, bandages, or surgery for children suffering from extreme blistering. At the very least, visit the website. Hugs should not hurt. We continue this reading with Sagittarius. So last time you had the 3 of Pentacles, denoting your recent skill, your cooperation towards a common goal. The 8 of Wands and 7 of Wands. This card popped out, and it is the Death card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio in your life, and this is either a transformation of a situation, or you could just be dealing with a Scorpio. Not much to say. This might not be a painful or a painless transformation, but this Death card is hell-bent on moving forward. This Death card is putting things in motion and transformation that must occur to push us towards our higher self, to pass the test that may have been weighing heavily on you. This Death card is a precursor. It is either a warning, a understanding that transformation is often uncomfortable, but it's for your own good, Sagittarius. The Queen of Pentacles. So this is nurturing, generous energy. This is connecting with your feminine intellect as well as nature. Also, guys, your sister might have some earth sign placements, and you might be spending a little extra time with them. The Queen of Pentacles is often overgiving. You saw she has her hands extended out. She's known to plant seeds of generosity. The issue isn't your generosity, but who you're being generous to. in order for a garden to be considered fertile, then you must sow into fertile grounds in order to have a bountiful harvest. What I mean is the people, the situations, the work, the things that you surround yourself with must be positive, even to the point of being brutally honest with you. You must sow into people who have your best interest at heart for in order to reach where you want to go. The Eight of Swords, there's some overthinking. You are battling with oneself, self-depreciating energy. The Eight of Swords, Sagittarius, I'm getting that the death card is on its way because there's a situation that you find yourself in and you find yourself constantly on the giving end. What I mean by the Eight of Swords is you're feeling powerless and it warns of being dishonest with oneself. It's a challenge to let go of negative feelings you are harboring against yourself. You are allowed to heal, and I'm also getting some gaslighting energy. So every time you bring up how you feel to the person that comes to mind, whoever it may be, they bring up a situation that you acted out of character, or a situation that you weren't your best self. And what it does is it causes this feeling of guilt, and it really contributes to the self-depreciating feeling that you have. And that's why the death card is approaching, because you do deserve better. And it's not a good thing when you're trying to better yourself or you're trying to move a relationship forward and someone brings up a situation that you displeased them in. Next, we have Leo. Last time, Leo, you had the Nine of Cups, inching close to a point of abundance. There was just one missing piece, the Fool card. So something had caught your attention, but at that moment, it was noted by the Fool card because there was a journey you wanted to take, but when it came to looking at where you were, what you had, or what it would take, you weren't quite at the level of a magician to bring it to pass just yet. Let's see where you end. And the Two of Cups. Ace of Wands. So this is good info. This is a really good card. So this is overwhelming desire. You have a belief in your ideas and your inspiration, and you are full steam ahead. There's something that you deeply, deeply want, and it's positive. You being a fixed sign and getting the Ace of Wands is a very good card. You are in a really good alignment for you to be in. That lion in you, that the pride, that what you are dedicating yourself, what you are putting your eyes on is worthy of your attention. I cannot stress how happy I am for you to get this Ace of Wands, Leo, because it really means that your focus is exactly where it should be to find yourself in the position where you are comfortable, fulfilled, and nurtured. Kudos to you. You have the same Two of Cups. The same Two of Cups. So it's self-reflection and embarking on a new experiences. So it looks like while you have this Ace of Wands, you still need to do some self-reflection. You still need to do a little more inward searching, especially around this time. Don't be afraid of a little extra solitude. Tower moment, the Tower moment. So this is a moment of upheaval. This is a moment of change. This is a moment of uncomfort. The Tower card happens because there needs to be a shakeup. There's a point of comfort. Although you are on the Ace of Wands and your aims are where they need to be, this self-reflection is going to help you understand why this Tower moment had to happen. Tower moments are sudden moments of change, and they are periods of growth. But what I will say about growth is that it is often uncomfortable. And we finish up with the Cardinal fire sign. Last time you had the Six of Pentacles. So there was a goal that you had recently put in motion. The Magician card. So after a moment of reprisal, it is time to embark on a journey. And this journey is a new experience for you or something that you haven't done recently, but it's going to be good for you. So this Magician card is donated by the number 1 compared to the Fool card, which are two different beginnings. When you begin something and get the Fool card, you are overly optimistic, but you might not have what you need to get to where you're going. When you get the Magician card, on the other hand, you have more backing than just optimism to reach the goal that you set up for yourself. Five of Swords. My dear friends, Five of Swords, you might be this is problem-solving energy. You are seeking a solution. The questions that are going on with you aren't how, it's what. What should you do? What shouldn't you do? What can you change? What can't you change? You're really getting a bird's eye view of the landscape. This is also a calm acceptance of limitations. If you walk up to the Grand Canyon, you've realized that you can't just dig your finger into the side of the mountains and begin to climb. You may be about to ask more of someone in your inner circle, but you are not sure. But you need to be sure that you are not expecting you out of others. While you have a willingness to go above and beyond, that is not called for in this current situation. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. You are dealing with another fire sign, and the Queen of Wands is independence. It is leadership. It is hold your head high. Your manifestations are above you now. Sometimes you need to be brave enough to let go. Sometimes you need to be brave enough to let go. What I mean by this is this Queen of Wands already has what you want to do accomplish. It already has it mapped out. So there's no use going on and on. You are better challenging yourself instead of planning to really releasing the situation that you are trying to get accomplished and knowing that it will come to pass. And also shifting your focus to the present moment. Even if you are not where you want to be, there are things to enjoy around you, and that is the challenge. Relinquish, because this older fire sign, this older person, this person who looks out for you, who has your best intention at heart, already is mapping out your steps. All you need to do is relinquish the need to control, and you're good to go. That concludes today's readings. Thank you for visiting the Sharaba V Tarot channel.